Let's take a walk through the rock garden. I donated some rocks. A couple got stolen. But anyway, okay, here we go. Seaman Garden. And probably guess what this one here is. Banded iron formation. That's a big piece. Probably from the Garni area. But, oh yeah, even says that. I guessed right. Okay. Guide to the rocks. Here's a blank pedestal. Which one we got here?
Jericho.
Oh. Sudbury. I bet it's from the not Michigami. It's probably from the Mississauga. I don't know. Yeah, it could be, or Pecors maybe. Does it say the formation? Oh, yeah, Mississauga. Here it is. Breccia. Look at this. Thunder Bay. What do you say? I wonder, yep, this is from the Sudbury impact. Look at the, it's probably a carbonate, salacious carbonate rock in. So I got a piece of Sudbury Breccia from Thunder Bay as well. It doesn't look like that. So, float copper. And this is a good little map there. But yeah, that's what we call native copper. It's not disseminated throughout a rock. It's a pretty much pure chunk of copper. Igneous. So here we go. Granite with pegmatite. Wausau cyanide complex. Yeah, so it's not granite. Let's see, look at it. Oh yeah, this is mostly K-spar. It's a cyanide. Until the quartz was injected later, because you have alteration zone around it. See how it's light here, darker here, and you can see the quartz. So it's injected either through hydrothermal activity or as a magma, I don't know. Basalt. Clarksburg Volcanics, Lake Michigami. You don't know where that is. Granodiorite, Taylor Lake Stock, Ontario. Oh, that's a good one. Look at that. Feldspar in that. Right, what do we have over here? Some rhyolite. Portage Lake Volcanics. There you go. Basalt. Ontario. Metavolcanic. Yeah, these are all mid-continent rift. Basalt breccia is pretty cool. You can see. You got quartz. It's quartz all through there. And there's a dacite. Dacites are pretty common too. Beecher formation. That's a nomenclature I haven't heard in a long time. So, yeah. Here we go. What do we have here? Gabbro. Gabbro is the phaneritic or coarse-grained version of basalt. Thunder Bay, but they're common out here too. Diabase. Quinault. Diabase isn't an actual unit. This is informal. This I like. This is almost, it is a pegmatite. Pegmatitic texture. I don't consider pegmatite a rock type. That's obviously we do that. We do rock types now based on mineralogy. So this is a granite. Pegmatite's a texture. But look at it. You got some really good big. Let me zoom in this way. Look at that. Some big feldspar. That's plagioclase. And some of the pink is as well. You see the striations. And then you don't have 90 degrees, so you know it's that microcline, which would be K-spar. So there is definitely some K-spar in here though. Sodalite bearing cyanite. Man, I wish I had a long wave UV light on me. That's got to be Colwell complex. Yep. Yep. If I hit this with long wave UV, especially at night. The sodalite, which would be the lighter parts. Remember, these don't have any quartz in them. They can't, because there's void in it, and the void is sodalite. This would just glow orange. That's an intrinsic property of sodalite. Another granite. Oh, you can read that if you want. I'm not gonna. An orthosite. So this is from New York. Remember, an orthosite is a rock. An orthite is a mineral. An orthite is the most plagioclase of plagioclases. But you can be an anorthosite and not be made totally of anorthite. You just have that plagioclase in you. And I do see some sort of iridescence in this, so it could have bitonite and labradorite in it as well. For both plagioclases. Well, pegmatite, here we go. But if we look at the rock, look at that. Wow. This looks like feldspar, quartz. So, and it looks mostly like K-spar. So this would be a cyanite, the rock. But I don't know. I don't want to scratch it, but that looks like a metallic. I don't know. I'm not going to touch it. I'm so tempted to scratch it. I'm not going to do it. It just looks too fresh to be hematite to me, but it could be. Here we have more basalt. Portage Lake volcanics. I'm stepping on some of those around here. What do you have here? Also basalt. Off in the mid-continent rift. Hemagoidal basalt. Yeah, it probably is. It's dark enough. So these are all in the Portage Lake volcanics, and they're all basalts. And see how different they all can look? Remember, basalts are aphanitic, fine crystalline by nature. Sometimes I'm going to screw up and say grained, but it's crystalline. But that's hemagoidals in there, filled with other minerals. Same with this one. You can see them there. And this one just has no hemagoidals. And this one is brecciated. So I don't know what the white is. Oh wow, look at that quartz crystal in there. You see that? Oh. That's good. Good. Over here. Look at some of the mining things. They've done a real good job on this. Kibble. That. Now here we got rhyolite, porcupine volcanics, which are porcupine mountains. There are alternating rhyolites and basaltic rocks there. Cyanite gabbro. What that means is, well, technically there is no such thing as a cyanite gabbro, because by definition a gabbro has plagioclase in it. But fine with that. Cyanites have K-spar. That's fine. Coldwell complex. Okay, we already did those. Did the copper. Let's go to Sedimentary. Do you see any with my name on them, hon? Yeah. Sandstone, Keweenaw County, Copper Harbor Formation. So that has to be from the upper. Oh, this is a stromatolite, hon.
Both of those pieces are.
But this looks like it's from the Kona. This isn't from the Copper Harbor.
Look at that polished face. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's got to be from the Kona. There's just no sign. That's from, we know where this
Absolutely.
is. Horseshoe Harbor. I've made videos about those. He's upside down though. He should be the other way. Okay. The conglomerate from the Copper Harbor. Oh, it's the Aloes conglomerate. Some of the Portage Lake volcanics have conglomerates within them. Not very thick, a few meters, most, like 3, 4, sometimes maybe up to 6 meters. And that's where a lot of the native copper is. But the base of the Copper Harbor also looks a lot like this, just with bigger pebbles usually. There's a bumblebee there.
That's one.
Limestone, Menominee County. Phanerozoics, I don't care. Paleozoic is an era within the eon of Phanerozoic. Sandstone, Grand River. Dolostone? Lockport Dolomite. Oh, New York. No wonder I don't know what it is. Oh, look at these stromatolites, hon. Probably Precambrian. Oh, they don't know where it's from. Wow. Look at that. I've never seen rock around here like that. Like, I don't know what that could be. Oh, the shale's breaking up. Yeah, I have heard of the Dunkirk. Other side. Oh, that's a pitted sandstone. Potsdam. We don't really use that term here anymore. I think it might be a supergroup out here, I forget. But that's got to have a lot of calcareous parts in it. Jacobsville. That's from around here, Houghton County. And it's Precambrian, Neoproterozoic. Pretty sure it is Neoproterozoic now. Limestone, shale, none such. That's around here. Galena limestone. Oh, from Wisconsin. That's in Illinois as well, though, too. Those guys are kind of hard to see. Some siltstone from Fredonia, New York. What is this guy? It doesn't have a... It's definitely some sort of sandstone. You can tell by looking at it. See the glittering. It's probably mostly quartz. It might be munising or something like that. I don't know. There's no sign. Oh, wait. Yeah, there is. What is it? Sandstone. Marshall sandstone. Paleozoic Mississippian. Completely wrong in my assumption. This is a brecciated banded iron. Let's see. Ah, Minnesota. Sandstone concretions. Now these are cool. These are more recent. These aren't going to preserve well over long periods of time. But those are cool. Holocene. We're in the Holocene. Travers Group. Michigan. I forget what Travers. Oh, did you see this, hon? Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that gypsum. Wow. Yeah. And we got all these carved stones made from natural stone. Oh, here's the munising. Yeah. This is very typical of it. It's not always has this pinkish hue, but it does. It's a quartz ironite. Oh, who's this guy here? Now, who got this?
Some weirdo named Steve Bauman.
Yeah, that dude's weird. Look at this. This is what people call pudding stone. It's the Lorraine Formation, about the middle of the formation. Some places there's more or less. This is from the Sault Ste. Marie area. It's off of Route 638, I believe. But yeah. Quartz bevel conglomerate. Oh, Elliott Lake. Metanenda. Yep. Siltstone, Thunder Bay. Obviously, it's been metamorphosed. So it's technically a schist. Limestone breccia. Here's another piece of the Kona. This has to be Kona. Look at the stromatolites in it. The Kona is a do you say solaceous? Is that what it's called? Yeah, I think dolostone. And the whiter parts are probably more silica dominated, but not always. So it's a silica-rich carbonate. Those are common in the Precambrian, especially in the Paleoproterozoic. I love that one. There's no sign for it. And that's just dolomite, dolostone. Hun, did you see this? This big columnar jointing. Now that is a good specimen of columnar jointing. And it's a basalt. Remember, columnar jointing is common usually in aphanitic mafic rocks like basalts, but it can occur in other igneous rock and even sometimes sedimentary, because it has to do with rapid heat loss and shrinking. So technically it could be in any rock, technically, but you know, basalts, phonolites, that type of stuff is most common. Clinton iron ore, Alabama, the Piedmont area, conglomerate, probably Copper Harbor or Aloes, pumice, don't know. Do you see this tourmaline muscovite? Now, when this crystallized, the tourmaline, which is what my gripping would have crystallized first. Look at it, 90 degrees. Yeah. And then the flaky stuff's the muscovite, and it looks like there's a little bit of feldspars in here too. So that's beautiful. some ripple sandstone. Probably can't see it very well in the video, but trough, crest. Listen, you can kind of tell the rare crest, trough, crest, trough, crest, trough, crest, trough. Algae structures, and also generically just call them stromatolites. It's fine. Columnar limestone. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Rapid heating and cooling. That's what causes it. It's a form of jointing. It's not based on rock type. Look at that beautiful quartz. It's not carved. Some coal. Petrified wood. I don't know where it's from. Flow banded rhyolite. Now see, you gotta be careful looking at rocks like this, because see how polished that is. Now if I just saw this sitting somewhere, I might think it's even some of the Kona, you know, this out of context. But you can see the flow banding, so you can get structures in igneous rock too. Now if you look at this with a hand, let's look at that weathered face opposed to the fresh face. That contrast, it's amazing. So yeah, so this is mostly a feldspar dominated rock with some quartz. Okay, so now we got some pumice, but this is real light. Oh yeah, that was nothing. Conglomerates, sandstone, shale rip-ups. Yep, the darkest shale, sandstone, it happens. So that tells us, you know, whatever shale is in there, it has to be older. You can't rip up and incorporate something that doesn't exist into the rock, new rock. Conglomerate. That's pretty cool. People might call this pudding stone too, but yeah. Saltwood drill hole, probably from around here. The star drill. Oh, metamorphic. Slate, marble. Oh, this is Ranville. They actually put it in the metamorphic. Technically, the pudding stone that I donated should be over here too, technically. Oh, that's from Baraga County. Baraga, Dickinson, Baraga. Wonder what slate that is. Probably none such. So units can be slate in one area, shale in another, depending on what kind of structure they're near. And this is from New York, Lawrence County. They have it as a granitic algin gneiss. I don't know what that is. Don't know everything. Ah, here we go, quartzite, Baraboo. Oh, the Baraboo quartzite. You guys have heard talk about that endlessly. It's a little more redder here than purple, but that happens. Some places it's even almost white, but its protolith is a quartz arenite sandstone, and this is brecciated. That white here is all quartz. It was brecciated somehow. I've seen this in place before. Old fractures or other stuff. Wait, yeah, old fracture fills are usually what these are. Sorry, it's hot out. Now this did undergo some tectonic alteration, obviously, because it's a syncline. So some of that breccia may be due to that as well, but usually it's more due to fracture fill. Goodrich quartzite, Baraga County, aka that's from Canyon Falls, because it has to be.
That one.
Oh, granulite. Granulite is a metamorphic facies anorak name. Oh, look at that. Look at the garnets in it. Garnets can form from metamorphism. And look at these. Do they know the type of Gore Mountain? Oh, it doesn't give the type of garnet. And the rest is pyroxene. It looks like there's a little bit of plagioclase in here. Look at the rims. Wow, it's beautiful. Wow. And here we have a nice Rainy Lake, Ontario. Rainy Lake Complex. Yeah, it's Archean. Neo-Archean, or right before the Proterozoic. So I think that's it. I will. So I think that's it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I hope you learned something. And I'm gonna go inside. It's mine again. Lorraine, Puddingstone. That guy. It's me.